Warning: the following reading contains language and explicit content that may not be suitable for younger listeners or even work safety. Listener's discretion is advised. Face the Strange, a fanfiction by Dallas Philpott. Chapter 3. Shadow and Dally were talking in the Great Hall when all of a sudden, a cheetah ran in at warp speed, barreling through chairs and people in a frantic rush of hurry. "Shadow! Dally!" shouted the cheetah. Suddenly, it turned back into Charla. She is a nemograph and can turn into a cheetah. "Something is going upstairs!" Shadow put them all on his back because he is fastest, even faster than the leopard. And they ran upstairs and busted down Dumble's door just in time to see him unzipping his jeans. "No, Edward!" Dally shouted. She loved Edward, but would never see him get hurt. She ran at Dumbledore and headbutted him. He flew back into the wall and fell into his phoenix, and they both exploded into thin air. "Fuck, we lost them!" exclaimed Draco. "We have to get that bastard fired from Hogwarts!" The three of them mated downstairs to Professor McNoggle's orifice and demanded an interview. She opened the dory to her chambers and said, "Come in, dearest Stunt. What can I ask you in?" "We need to get a certain pedophile fired from this place," said Harry. "He tried to rape some of the students, including me." "Oh no, don't worry, thought I will have it all took care of," she said, and bamfed them out. A week later, a blog was posted about it in the bathrooms that said, "A teacher has been fired to improper acting against a student. This teacher is Professor Umbrage." What? They all mounted in unicorns. They fired a wrong teacher? "Wait. Keep reading," said Shadow. It said more. "There is a new teacher to be hired in place of this one, and his name is Jack Skeleton." "Yay," I said. "Professor Skeleton will know what to do. Let's go to his class and tell him about that f***ing Dumbledore." They wailed over and came into his office. He was very skinny and had a skull for a head, and no eyes but teeth on them. "Hello, students. What can I help you with?" he asserted. "Dumbledore is gay," blurted Ed Ward. "Well, students, there is nothing wrong with being gay," he said. "I am bisexual myself." "No, but he tried to finger us," said Draco. He turned blue a little because he was embarrassed. Draco is straight, and it's Adam and Steve, not Adam and Steve. "Oh, said Jack. They exclaimed to his the whole story, and he said, "Don't worry, I will take acres of this. Just go to your rooms and sleep for tonight. Until then, Incest Dumbledore is not here. There are no rules." So they left and went to their rooms, except for Dally and Hiei, who hung out outside where the dorm room started. "Did you hear what Professor Skeleton said?" Hiei asked. "I know that you are mad at me, but there are no rules, and maybe I can make it up to you." "How would you do that?" asked Dally. Just then, he pushed her against the Ravenclaw satellite, and because to kiss her gastrically. She put her tongue in his mouth and felt his teeth. He cut his tongue on her fangs, and the blood dripped down his chin. He was turned on by it, and suddenly, Dally felt something against her. "Hiei, is that your wand?" she asked. "No, that is my penis, Dally," he said. "OMG, you're so huge! You're like 6 inches!" she shouted, gasping for breath. "No, I am 6 inches flaccid. Right now, I have a boner, so I am 10 inches, he said. Della was at a loss for words. She was a virgin and did not know about dicks, and it was her first time having a penis. "Let's go to your room," said Hiei. "I want to have sex with you." So he said the password, and they went into Ravenclaw and went into Dally's bedroom. A couple of Ravenclawers were like, "Dally, what he is doing here?" But she turned Hiei into a broom with her powers as a mutant, so they didn't notice anymore. Then She unturned him back into a hiei when they got onto her bed. They started kissing and taking their clothes off. "Do you have a birth control?" asked Dally as he started to put it in. "No, I didn't think to bring some," he said, frowning, but he kept doing it. "Hiei, please, I don't want to have a baby. You can get pregnant even from your first time," she said, kissing him and moaning as he went faster and faster. "It will be okay. You can just use your power to turn my cum into water, and then it won't be babies," he said as he started to titty fuck her. Her boobs were so huge they could wrap them around his wiener like bumblebees. "That sounds like a good idea," she said as he splurted on her neck, then flipped her over and started rubbing himself on her back. "I can also use my powers to turn stuff into kinky sex toys." So they continued. But just from the first Treptar one, Edward was watching from the darkness. He had used his vampire powers to turn into a bat, and they didn't notice him fly in. He was angry. He was tumors. He was so mad at both of them that he used his wizard powers to turn the water back into cum. He would have his revenge.